The other one go backward. Wait a minute! Wait a minute! A suplex onto the apron, and he's continuing it. Does he finish it? Oh! Sponge's neck almost snapped there on that final one. Not barely a 1 count. It looks like the Killers.
It's Tuesday night and it's time to fight. Rise, your time is now, don't fear the ice. Fly high and proud and hear the cries. Dance chanting loud, you're near the crowd. You can't hide in the crowd, because you rise. Your time is now, don't fear the ice. Fly high and proud and hear the cries. Dance chanting loud, you're near the crowd. You can't hide in the crowd, because you rise. You stand ready for the battle to begin. You stand steady for the grapple and the win. Your slam's deadly, bring a cackle to an end. You stand ready, never straggle, never bend. You trained for this moment and now it's your time. With every step forward they pounded your climb. No holding back, now you're on the rise to shine. Leave the slide below you, they are fit to tide. Rise, your time is now, don't fear the ice. Fly high and proud and hear the rise. Your fans chanting loud, you're near the crowd. You can't hide in the crowd, because you rise. Your time is now, don't fear the ice. Fly high and proud and hear the rise. Your fans chanting loud, you're near the crowd. You can't hide in the crowd, because you.
All right, and we are right into it. Now I do see. Oh wait, hold on. Let me go ahead and get the actual prediction started. Wait, what? Triple threat of them? No, this isn't right. No, what has happened? Now it wants to work. Let me get this going real quick. Fine, there we go. Jukey, we do have it, in case you missed it in the intro, we have big man Jukey going up against even bigger man Sunshine. The third match here tonight in an Extreme Rules match. It is the first time those two have gone up against each other. Another first time in solos is right now. Nuraghi, the Steel City Senator, hailing from Pennsylvania. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania is the right way to say that. He is going up against the Philly native Sponge here tonight. Nuraghi has told me time and time again he is confident when given the opportunity to go into the solo side that he will come out on top. And tonight is going to be arguably his biggest opportunity to show us here tonight. What? He stands no chance, I'm hearing from the crowd. We're going to see about that. Big man Sponge walking out here, accompanied by Krieger and one of Krieger's killers. Krieger and Ant following Sponge out here tonight. Now, I was told that Krieger is going to be essentially backing a few people here on Ryze, trying his best to make sure that they come out on top so that they can challenge for the beatdown belt. And it looks like the first person they're going to be backing here is Sponge. Obviously, I could see that coming. We do know that Ant is related to Sponge, brother and brother right there. Krieger, naturally that's going to be a connection he looks for. No, bam. There we go. Are we on the right screen? We are in Nuraghi. Starting this off. Now here is the thing. a big problem I think that is going to pop up for Krieger and Ant here. This is not an Extreme Rules match. This is a normal match. How much help can these two actually be here today? Now, I think there is a definite possibility one could help out while the other one is distracting the ref. But is Krieger's killers, are they that trained, that coordinated? We're going to find out here tonight. I'm hearing what a crew from the crowd. Spell it with a C. We got to make sure we spell that with a C. Otherwise, Krieger's killers gets really weird. Nuraghi, looking like he's starting off his performance here in Richmond, Virginia strong. Putting Sponge on the ground. We're not far from either of their hometown. And Krieger yelling at... Alright, Krieger. Okay, did we cut that? I hope the children at home weren't able to hear what Krieger was just telling Nuraghi. To get a man like this his attention, Nuraghi, this man is foul-mouthed. He's a shit talker. To get this man's attention, you have to say some pretty mean things. And I only heard the first half of that. I'm glad I cut out the second half. Nuraghi, getting distracted by Krieger and Sponge, was able to take full advantage of it. Krieger's killers doing their best, with Krieger himself doing his best to put Sponge ahead here. And it looks like Sponge is doing everything he can to take full usage of that opportunity. But Nuraghi with a good reversal. The question is, does he continue it? Wait a minute. I can't see what's going on through Krieger's fat fucking back, but it looked like... dang it, we only have like two F-bombs before YouTube cuts us. It looked like Sponge was able to cut it out. And Krieger, wait a minute. Looked like he was trying to distract the ref and decided to change his mind. He was going to go ahead and unveil the iron on that cornbuckle there, the steel. But the question is, does Sponge decide to use it? I do believe this is going to be one of the few things. Wait a minute. What? Nuraghi. I don't know what happened. Do my eyes deceive me? I feel like I just went into slow motion. What the frick? What the frick? Hey, YouTube, that's frick, by the way. Don't count that towards my F-bomb countage. I get a couple of those, and I'm cherishing those. Krieger looked like he was going to get up there and try and distract Nuraghi. We got a little bit of blood. I think Krieger's killers are not doing a good enough job, to be honest with you. I tell you what, though, if one of them can get the attention of the ref, the other one go backward. Wait a minute! Wait a minute! A suplex onto the apron, and he's continuing it. Does he finish it? Oh! Sponge's neck almost snapped there on that final one. It might have been gone from the first one. That was huge. We're at a 5 count. Krieger, can you get the ref's attention? Even Nuraghi is looking at the ref like, calm down. Calm down. Knee pad I'm hearing knee pads should be illegal. There is a commissioner that you could talk to about that. That's all I'm saying. Nuraghi rolling Sponge back over. Meanwhile, Ant looking at the crowd, trying to get him hyped back up. And Sponge, sounds like they're getting hyped up enough. And Nuraghi into the steel on the cornbuckle. These two are doing a good job to put their man up on top. It looks like Krieger got a little something, but that's a fast track to a loss. Unless one of them gets the ref's attention. That kendo stick is a good way to get out of this match. Ooh, and a lariat. Nuraghi's down. Wait. Wait. Krieger's efforts might have just backfired on Sponge. He did not get the pin, but does the Sponge salt land? And the ref is still working on this cornbuckle. The efforts of Krieger might have really put Sponge in a bad position. Never mind. Sponge coming out on top. A 3 count. Oh, where are our themes? No! Alright, well, it looks like the themes aren't here with this one. That's alright. That's okay. We got Sponge coming out on top. The help, or honestly kind of lack thereof, the non-help of Krieger. Now, I do think Sponge was able to take advantage of the exposed cornbuckle, to be honest with you. But outside of that, even even the exposure of the cornbuckle wasn't really all that helpful in the long run. Either way, Sponge able to come out on top, snatches the elo, and we are moving on to our next match.
I am a warrior princess. I am a warrior princess. Catch me in a hard dress. Don't be confused by the pretense. Make no mistake. I am a warrior. Black and purple. Black and purple.
All right, I have the Gamba up. If you are feeling one way or another on this match, we have YinYang. One of their first appearances, not one of, the first appearance here on Ryze. Going up against CloudVision. Again, the first time these two ladies on CloudVision have been in a 2v2 match on Ryze as well. There's arguably a lot at stake. You got the GM and the veterans in YinYang. You have Velvet, who has been on a roll, and the established stable in CloudVision. Which of these two are going to be able to come out on top? And coming out next, one half of YinYang, one half of the Divine wins. 100% the strongest woman we have on this roster. Tia walking out now. When it is Tia time, it is time to get away. That's all I gotta say. I'm hearing the crowd going, wow, Tia, Tia, Tia. And Tia has got to be feeling that energy here tonight in Richmond, Virginia. That's right, I'll say it again. We're hammering it home. This is Andrew's hometown. Andrew is on BeatDown. We'll be we'll see him a little bit later on Thursday, tomorrow. But here tonight, Ryze is trying to show Richmond, Virginia. Bam, said it again. Why, they're the best show in the BDU. Now this is a 2v2 normal match. There is no extreme rules, no ladder, no table, no nothing. This is just woman against woman. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think CloudVision has a uphill battle here tonight. And I think this is Victoria coming out first. If I'm remembering the music right. Sounds real regal. There it is. We up. Now Victoria has not had that strong of a performance. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. She is 0-1 in the solo record. 0-3. Oh. I was wondering what was going on there. I had the Spotify randomly playing. Alright, we are back at it. Her solo record is not that great. Her duo record is not that great. But Velvet is going to be trying her very best to carry CloudVision here tonight. Who knows? We might see a turnaround in Victoria's performance as of late. And speaking of Velvet,
from Pineville, West Virginia, Velvet.
Is that a Discord sound? Am I being fucked with? Alright, I might be tripping. It might just be the song. We have the women's 25 Blood Bowl winner, Velvet, walking out now. Yeah, I don't see anything in the events. You heard it, Sunshine? You've heard the Discord sounds? Okay, is somebody fucking with me? Somebody fucking with me? Somebody think the funny shit, huh? You think you're hot funny shit, man? I had a notification one earlier. Oh no. Wait, Victoria! Starting this off strong against Miss Cretan. I'm sorry. The Discord sound was like my MK Ultra shutdown code. Ooh, wow. Velvet. Definitely on the taller side of the females roster. Able to put a big boot right into Miss Cretan's face. I've closed Discord down now just in case it had something to do with that. Discord is closed. I don't know what's going on. Miss Cretan going for a pin. Not able to get more than a 1 count, but a 1 count at this point is honestly kind of scary for CloudVision. Victoria's sitting there watching the powerhouse of these two get worked right now by Miss Cretan. It just kind of standing there, no words of encouragement, no reaching out for a tag. I wonder what Victoria's plan here is. Meanwhile, Velvet ultimately 1v2ing Tia, turning towards Victoria. Wow, you really see the height difference when Tia starts walking up to her. That is the real Tia, and here, Victoria showing a little bit of life, calling for that tag, but Velvet getting a mud hole stomped in the chest here. She's able to reverse it back around. She has Tia's on her tummy. It is not Tia time, it is tummy time for Tia. But Tia able to use the cornbuckle to get herself back up. Victoria starting to put some work on those ankles. Now, I'm going to be honest, I am super interested to see if Tia is going to be able to pick up a Victoria or Velvet for a Tia twist. But if she can, and it lands, CloudVision are in for a lot of pain. Tia with Victoria in the corner going for a pin. Not even a 1 count. Victoria able to kick her shoulder up. Tia gonna let it go, but Tia not gonna let the pressure up. Ooh, a huge face crusher. I don't even know what you would call that. Painful, at the very least, is what I would call that. Tia looking at the crowd and trying to use her head there, but she misses. But she's able to keep the pressure on, able to keep the momentum. She is stomping out Victoria. Man, I think Victoria is regretting tagging in right now. Yin and Yang are going absolutely crazy. And she got fined. Congratulations, Tia. You're thousands of dollars less rich. You feel big and bad attacking the neck like that? We don't allow that here on Ryze. Or BeatDown, anywhere in the BDU. A big elbow! Victoria taking some damage to the chest, and Velvet getting the feeling, getting the spidey sense that she needs to break this up. Tia, on the other hand, getting the spidey sense that she needs to get the general manager, Miss Cretan, into this. Now, I honestly think that's pretty good for Tia. Keep them legs fresh, get herself a breather. Meanwhile, Victoria getting put through the absolute ringer here against Miss Cretan, and Velvet screaming for that tag. Victoria not able to get it. She is able to get back up, though. Miss Cretan might drop the pressure YinYang has here. And from the top rope, a moonsault onto the back of Miss Cretan's back. That has got to hurt. CloudVision finding a little bit of life here in Richmond. And Velvet taking the moment to tell the GM how she feels about her. Kicking a little bit of dirt. It is good to see you, Seiko. I hope your day's going well. Seiko, the leader of CloudVision, watching the female side of his stable compete here tonight against YinYang. And Velvet, again, using that height to her advantage. We saw it earlier against Miss Cretan with the big boot. Now making Miss Cretan taste the sole of her shoe on the cornbuckle. And a big backdrop. But the question is, how does she follow up to it? She goes up to the top rope. That's how she follows up to it. And a big splash! I'm hearing they better win. You're gosh darn right, Seiko. Smokey! I'm a little fucked up on my throat, I'm sorry. Dang, that was my second F-bomb. Smokey, it's good to see you. It is so good to see you, dude. I used my second F-bomb. If I hit 3, YouTube says I'm out of here. Seiko from the crowd, right here behind the commentator's desk. He told me if Victoria and Velvet do not come out on top here, they are going to be running 500 laps around the entire state of Virginia. I'm going to be honest with you guys. There at home, after looking at Velvet and Victoria, I believe it. They could probably run those 500 laps. Tia loses the pressure. Wow. I thought she would. I thought the reversal was one of those quick recoveries we see Tia kind of bait with from time to time, but no, outright loses the back and forth, and now Velvet in control. Velvet putting Tia up. Tia essentially taking a body splash. Ooh, and a Hurricane. Tia just taking a lot of abuse, and Miss Creighton gonna allow Victoria to walk up and just get her with a right. Miss Creighton does not want to get disqualified, but arguably if anybody's going to be able to interfere a little bit with this match more than she should, it's going to be the general manager, guys. Come on. Come on. Victoria holding her back as she gets back up, but Miss Creighton tags back in. These fresh legs might be pretty bad news for Victoria, I'm not going to lie. But Victoria says they're not going to be bad news for me. They're going to be bad news for Velvet. And honestly, Velvet might have taken that opportunity to get a bit of a refresher. Yes, she did. Wow. Miss Creighton, a big boot, puts her on her back. And a camel crush to the vertebrae. Miss Creighton's back is getting attacked right now. But Miss Creighton able to get a big reversal. Does she go for the tag? No, she doesn't. She goes for a running clothesline. And Velvet is down. A tag to Tia. Tia, I don't know if she was able to get as much of a breather as she would have liked, but she's coming in with a strong suplex into a bridge. Is it enough? No, not even enough for a 2 count. Velvet, I think Velvet needs to get this tag out. I'm going to be honest with you. The Blood Bowl winner definitely has shown a lot of strength here tonight, but she needs to show some poise, and there it is. Tia looked away for 1 second, and Velvet using that wingspan, that arm reach to get over there and tag on Victoria. Wow! Victoria puts Tia down. Miss Creighton's going to have to be here to help her out. And it lands. Miss Creighton, you got to be there. This might be it for YinYang. That's it for YinYang. What? What? Miss Creighton is in the ring. Miss Creighton hesitated. CloudVision walks away with a dub for the stable. Victoria and Velvet showing off in Virginia. Richmond going wild. Not very far from Velvet's hometown, where last week she came away with a dub. I'm hearing fucking boo. I'm hearing no. But you know, I hear Velvet and Victoria. I'm hearing Velvet and Victoria screaming, yes! They're avoiding the 500 laps. It's done. Wow. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not necessarily surprised that CloudVision won. You know, it's not like they can't win. I'm surprised they won right there. Miss Creighton was in the ring, was looking at it happening, did nothing about it. I'm impressed with Velvet and Victoria. Velvet on a fucking roll. Alright, boys, it's done. YouTube video is going to get like 3 views at most. Let's go. Just used the 3rd one. It slips out. Y'all see it. But they've been on a roll. And Velvet able to send some of that over to Victoria here tonight.
Whispers in his mind, say he's ready to fight. Cross-face locked, no escape in sight. Jukey's past is dark, but his future's bright. Voices in his head, driving him mad. Sketchy past, intentions bad.
Alright, I got the Gamba up. If you're feeling special about this one, which if there is one to feel special about, this is big. This is an 1v1 Extreme Rules match for the first time. Jukey and Sunshine face off 1v1, and it's going to be in one of the most dangerous, volatile, vicious match types that we have. Jukey, the former BeatDown Universal Champion, one of the highest elos on the Ryze roster right now, knows that he risks a lot of elo here tonight on a loss. But I've talked to him and I've been told by Jukey he is not afraid. He's not worried. And tonight is just another step in the path to re-challenging Blue at Ruination for the BeatDown Universal title. Meanwhile, on the other side, we're talking about a volatile match type, a vicious match type, one of the most volatile and vicious people on the roster that we have walking out here right now. The insidious Sunshine, that's a good way to put it. Being accompanied by the other half of Krieger's Killers. We got Prison Jesus Pat and Sunshine's brother, Duke, following him out there. Danger Duke. How many months has it been since I won the title? I'm trying to do the math. I want to say it's 236 days. Because it was October. We recently did the math at the Ruination thing. You're above 200, but I think the exact number is 236 days. Sunshine! Knowing that a lot of elo is on the line, knowing that the Krieger's Killers are behind him, feeling confident that tonight is the first step for him to challenge Blue at Ruination in Philadelphia. Let's get right into it, and we're going to see if Krieger's Killers are going to be enough for Sunshine to come out on top. And we're getting it started. Hey, it is good to see you, Luaddz. I'm seeing Luaddz in the crowd. Luaddz, you gotta get ready. Your match is up next. Our Intercontinental Champion. It is good to see you, brother. You don't gotta worry about nothing. Jukey, able to reverse out of this and come out on top. We did get to a 6 count, but that helmet has gotta help him. Jukey with an utterly ridiculous offense, and Duke reaching in and able to get a hand onto Jukey. Now, like I had mentioned, Jukey and Sunshine are fighting for the first time ever 1v1, but that is not the case for Jukey and Duke. Those two have seen each other quite a few times. Duke, not the best record when it comes against Jukey, and I'm sure he would love to see Jukey fall here tonight. I'm also hearing reports as Sunshine, not reports, I'm hearing Sunshine. As he's rolling over, he's saying he doesn't think that the helmet is fair. Hey man, the commissioner is going to be it. I'm sorry, brother. Jukey, going to go ahead and roll out. This is an Extreme Rules match. He does not mind getting into a fight with the Killers. And I think Duke just hit his arm on the apron. Wait! Duke hit Pat, and Pat throwing Duke in there. Pat's cape is a little messed up. What is going on now with the Killers? Are they going back and forth? Sunshine able to throw Jukey out. The question is, do the Killers take the opportunity to get in here and help? Sunshine able to duck under a clothesline and throwing Jukey back in. Now this is an Extreme Rules match, but the pins only happen in the ring. They are not going to be able to pin each other out here. And the Killers, it looks like, are not a factor right now. Oh, it looks like Pat was yelling at Duke, and now Duke is looking at us here at the commentator. Do you not want us to call you out, guys? Jukey able to put Sunshine down with the next step and working on those eyes. The eyes that the BDU has never seen before. Sledgehammer out of Sunshine's hand. Jukey kicking some dirt on him, and honestly, he was able to save himself from a pretty dangerous situation here in Richmond, Virginia. Jukey, wait a minute. Duke, working on the cornbuckle here, exposing that steel. Same thing we saw Krieger do earlier here tonight, and it worked against Sponge. We're going to see if Sunshine's able to use it maybe a little bit better. Going for a pin, not even a 2 count. Sunshine's got to do a little bit more work. Again, the elo difference between these two is pretty large. The experience difference, not the largest, but wait a minute, what's going on? Sunshine behind you! It didn't even, Krieger's Killers not able to help out with something along those lines. The lights just went out here in Richmond, Virginia for just a moment. Jukey able to take that opportunity to come out on top for just a moment. And Sunshine in the cornbuckle, the ref doing nothing to that exposed steel over in that corner. Who is going to run into it? Jukey off the mid rope, telling Sunshine to get up. Sunshine has got to see this coming. A flying DDT onto the mid rope, into a moonsault onto Sunshine's back. It sounds like, or it looks like, one of the boys, one of the killers was able to pull out a trash can, but they were missed throwing it into Sunshine. What is going on with Krieger's Killers? Jukey getting thrown into the rope. Duke talking that talk. There is that trash can. I don't know how they missed throwing it into the ring. Come on, boys. Jukey, a strong reversal, but that's why I was momentarily not saying nothing, because that reversal is a weird one. He's slow to get into the ring, and Sunshine right back with it. Into a bulldog. Jukey on the ground. This might be the first 2 count we see of the night, or of the match. A late 2 count. Wow. That bulldog hurting Jukey a lot, helmet or not. And Jukey with a strong sweep to the mid rope, into a side splash. It lands. Not barely a 1 count. It looks like the Killers. I don't even know what did. Jukey thinking something, predicting something completely wrong. I have no idea what just happened to him. Into a knee. The Sunshine 619 into the knee. This might be it for Jukey. And Sunshine steals the elo here tonight. The Killers, not honestly all that helpful, but helpful enough for Sunshine to walk away 1 step closer to main eventing Ruination in his hometown of Philadelphia at the end of June. June 29th to be specific. Wow. Wow. Luaddz, I appreciate that, brother. We're trying out here. I'm hearing this is a no-cut zone. People are just built for the moment. Wow. I'm surprised Jukey went down there. I'm not going to lie. I half expected the former BeatDown Universal Champion to kick out. But Jukey on a little bit of a backslide lately. What does that put him at? Let me check. For the first time, I think, since Jukey has joined the BDU, Jukey has slid into a negative win rate. Jukey is 23 and 24 with that loss. Wow. What? That can't be right. I'll have to double check that. This is the first time I've noticed him being on a negative win rate. It might not be the actual first time, but the first time I've noticed Jukey on a negative win rate. Sunshine serves it up. Everyone is on steroids but you. They're not on steroids, okay? They're on state-approved supplements. Jukey, we can help you out.
He walks to the ring, all eyes on him. Green mask goes on when the lights get dim. He's got a mind so sharp, but a plan so grim. When curse lash out, no way to defend.
All right, the boys. All right, the boys. All right, boys. The Gamba is Curse stepping out. The man representing well, not the only man at this point, actually. I can't even say the man. One of the men representing the Netherlands here tonight. Here in the BDU. Curse, one of the strongest people on this roster, and I'll tell you why. Because he originates from BeatDown. Many people here tonight in the Ryze roster originate from BeatDown, almost all of them. But since post-Divergence, there's been a real shine on the BeatDown roster, a real definition to those superstars, and Curse is part of those people, part of that evolution of the BeatDown roster, and he's here tonight on Ryze to continue to show the difference between these two.
The crown Celtics return tonight.
But with all that being said, we have the Intercontinental Champion, Luaddz, stepping out with the revised theme song. We missed it last week, but we're not missing it this week. This man with gold on his belt for the second time. He's coming up on a year in the league, or a year in the universe, and has already found gold around his waist twice.
Hear the thunder.
An incredible start for our Intercontinental Champion. But it does not end there. When you are this victorious, when you are this successful, you cannot slow down, you cannot stumble, or your momentum will stop. And Curse, trying to be the first bump in the road to slow Luaddz down in a long while. Yeah, time flies, dude. This year, I just heard from the crowd, it's been almost a year. That's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy, without a doubt. I'm also doing Throwback Thursdays on the YouTube channel, so I'm watching there we go. I'm watching the first seasons and putting those out on the YouTube channel. And it's even crazier to see like what we started at 2 years ago, you know, and 23. Insane. But we got the Crowned Celt kind of getting worked by Curse. Now the Crowned Celt is arguably the best that Ryze has to offer, but I'm sorry to tell you Ryze fans, Curse was one of the best that BeatDown has to offer, so I'm not sure if Curse is going to be able to hold up to the masked murderer from the Netherlands. Wow, Curse's neck might be broken. I mean, he's moving just fine. Never mind. The adrenaline is pumping in Curse. Face to the apron. He does not care. It was worth it to put Luaddz down. Now, Curse is in the running right now for the Intercontinental Championship. He is working to get his elo up and his ranking in the running as high as possible before the end of the month, before Ruination in Philadelphia on June 29th. And beating the actual current champion would be one of the best jumps in elo this man can get. That's right! BeatDown forever! You're gosh darn right, Seiko! All the gold! Wait. Curse! Working on Luaddz right now. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I know I've been... This is Ryze! I know you're seeing Curse and you're thinking, wow, what a strong individual. This must be BeatDown. No, this is Ryze. Curse got swapped over so he could make a decent running for the Intercontinental Championship. Luaddz somehow able to cheat at the Blood Bowl and come out on top. Nah, I won't say he cheated. That was a beautiful performance. That was a 5-star match. The Fatal 4-Way Elimination at the Blood Bowl. Each person representing their nation. And Luaddz, the representative from Ireland, coming out on top. And we got a 4 count. Luaddz, can you throw him back in the ring? It's like they read my mind every time. Luaddz. Wait, what? This is Ryze. This is Ryze. Wednesday night Ryze on a Tuesday. Isn't that crazy? I know. I said it wrong. The best talent. Alright. I'm hearing someone from the crowd. Who is that? Who said we have no bitches over on BeatDown? Curse. Working Luaddz right now. I'm not going to lie. Whoever said that. Fuck. I mean, you're right. No! Boys, I'm one away! Who said that? Who said that? You're trying to kill me! You guys see this? He baited the F-bomb! One more F-bomb and I'm done! One more knee and Curse could have been... Or, he was done. Never mind. Not one more knee. Luaddz, the Intercontinental Champion. Falling right there. I'm sorry. Wow. I'm so involved with not getting hit by the YouTube hitman for the F-bombs. Curse sliding a dub in like 3 minutes. What was going on here? And Curse putting up the Netherlands sign. It looks a lot like West Side, but it's not. It's like the West Side of the Netherlands. Alright boys, the prediction is up. I can't stop thinking about Punk, and I can't stop thinking about Priest. I can't stop being a jobber. God damn it, gosh darn it, Blue. We got Father walking out. Now I did have a unfortunate slip of the tongue there. I just want to let you guys know, this is not an elimination match. I was told by our Sports Athletic Corrections Commissioner, this is outside of Cretan, that we cannot do elimination triple threat Hell in the Cells. It just has to be a regular triple threat Hell in the Cell. So that means the first man to pin somebody 1, 2, 3 walks out the winner of the 3-way Hell in the Cell. That I've been trying to say it, Seiko. I've been trying to say it. If it wasn't for BeatDown, there'd be no Ryze. But they won't hear that. All they're gonna hear is the eagle screech as Flash representing America's best. You see what I did there? Walking out now. The Pyro, one of the best shows of Pyro spectacles that we have here in the PDU. I'm not gonna lie. One of my favorites, just the straight up flamethrowers in the air, not one but 8 of them. You gotta love it. Now Flash has been involving himself in Father's business, and likewise for months, almost a year at this point, but it has really been coming to a head as of late. And last week we saw Father interrupt the match between Flash and HBK. Paying back the interruption Flash gave him the week before, and HBK was not happy with it. One of his main events, first solo main events, he felt was ripped away from him. Father and HBK got into it in the back, and both of them came to me. I'm sorry, came to the commissioner and demanded that Miss Cretan, the GM of Ryze, set up a triple threat Hell in a Cell match. And here we are. Bad blood and beef is getting handled tonight. Now I am actually really interested to see where Father and Flash's attention is going to go. Father recently has gotten his attention pulled to HBK. HBK feeling disrespected, you know, by that interruption. But Flash, his longtime rival, his longtime nemesis, is going to be in the ring. How much is he going to care about the recent annoyance when his own rival is right there? Meanwhile, the same goes for Flash. I think HBK, if he plays this right, might be able to sit back and watch these two go at it. Just deal all this damage to each other, and as long as he can make sure that they do not pin each other, I think he could really benefit from the hatred, from the bad blood between Father and Flash. HBK looking at the crowd, looking like a menace, and he is ready to throw down here tonight. Guys, the Gamba is almost finished, if you believe in one man versus the other. Now is the time to show it. And the cage is lowering. We are getting right into it. And who's going to start off what? Wow. It looks like Father's going to be the first one to kind of sit back. Flash getting attacked by HBK. Never mind, Father going to go ahead and start working on HBK and decide, Flash is the man I am looking for. Just like I said to begin with, I think Father and Flash are going to be paying a lot of attention to each other here. HBK, though, I think we just saw is not going to accept just being a third wheel to this match. He is putting himself in between these two, just like you see right there, and he's going to pay the price right now. Flash throwing him into the ropes, and maybe looking for a suplex. No, looking to throw him back into the ropes, and he throws him right into Father. Father watching Flash put this man on the ropes. And what? Oh, a hip toss from Father. He says, stop hitting me. And a big butt right into Flash's gut. HBK lying on the ropes right now. And Father working that elbow. Now, I do want to point out, I don't know if you guys remember last week, I let the both of you know, HBK and Father were both hurt. And I think it's important to let you know tonight, they have been cleared 100% by the medical staff. All three of these men are 100% ready to go. There should be no injuries between any of them. And Father is looking to change that with HBK. But Flash puts a DDT down. And we got the camera in the inside of the cage. That's a W. Was that what it... That was... Wait. I was surprised we got a 2 count there. Oh, I was half expecting HBK, not half expecting, I was full expecting HBK to break out immediately. But no, a 2 count, and Father looking at the crowd, doing his own open wide. But HBK not taking any of it, and a big knee to the face. Flash looking for some sort of weapon, some sort of equalizer. And he gets a bat with some sort of barbed wire. Some sort of razor wire. I don't know what's wrapped around it, but this is pure insanity here on Ryze. Luckily, HBK able to get it out of the hands of Flash. Father going for a big kick to the back of Flash's head, and it looks like it lands. Father picking him up right now. HBK just watching these two go at it. Father throwing him in the ring, and Father changing his mind. He's looking at HBK now. Flash. Was he going to go ahead and grab the bat? No, not quite. Father getting himself back up into the ring. Flash looking like he's going to take Father to the corner, but it's not going to land. Father says, let go of me. Now the question is this going to be contained in the cell? The last few times we have seen a Hell in the Cell match, there has been a lot of utilization of the top of the cell. Not so much the utilization of these weapons like we're seeing here. Flash with a strong suplex on the HBK. It's kind of looking like Flash, especially if he's able to grab this bat, might separate himself from the pack, but Father says not quite. The only thing he's separating himself from is his jaw. Father, and a big face breaker onto HBK. I'm going to be honest with you, that's probably what's best for him. If that was a suplex like I thought it was going to be, in the spit into Father's face, covering Father. He gets a two count. Wow. This is twice now we have seen a 2 count. 2 different wrestlers. Okay, and there it is. The ref got the bat out of the way. That's what I was worried about, the suplex. That bat is wrapped in some sort of barbed wire. That is dealing massive damage to whoever gets landed on it, whoever hits. HBK going for something athletic, but it does not land. Meanwhile, Flash putting Father on his back. HBK looked good there, I'm not going to lie. If only there was someone to kick. Flash, just too busy with Father, moved himself out of the way. And it looks like HBK might be cut open here. Father playing happy feet, but HBK with a big soul to the face of Flash. It looks like he's rubbed the blue spit off of his face. HBK taking a note out of the commissioner's book. We've seen that before, but wait a minute. The mounting dread on the Flash. Is HBK, you gotta wake up. Flash has already been at a 2 count, right? This might be it. Is this it? No! Flash breaks out. HBK would not have been there in time. Guys, that would have been a 3 count if Flash did not have the energy to break out right there. And a suplex onto the bat! The suplex onto the bat! The back of Father's head landing on that barbed wire. And he picks it up. No, HBK, please stop. Please stop. HBK feeling disrespected by Father last week. Putting him on the bat. And Flash able to maybe feign too much damage there. HBK turns around, looks to throw the bat down, but Flash takes advantage of that. And it looks like we just saw a Spear of Hatred miss. Flash rolls himself out of the way, but it lands! The second one lands! HBK is here to break this up, but Flash just got nearly split in half by a Spear of Hatred. Arguably the best spear in all of BDU. Only Cam's is this close. And maybe Mother Hatred. It's still a Spear of Hatred, though. You know what I'm saying. HBK with a leg breaker, now turning his attention to Flash. Flash, a lot of damage in that midsection. And HBK building it up with the knees. The spinning kick able to put some damage down onto him. And HBK, a big knee onto Father there. Father's got to watch out. A Schnitzel bomb would be it. The question is, who does HBK put it onto? It might not be Father. He might just... No, HBK, put it down. HBK, put it down. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. HBK trying to put some real damage on the Father, and Father able to just eat the first 2. He gets it out of HBK's hand, and this is probably the best thing he could have done. Flash, I don't think he saw the whole HBK with the bat thing earlier. Otherwise, he'd be turning his attention to HBK, doing everything he can to come out with a win. And Flash giving HBK a little face-to-face meeting with the ropes. Meanwhile, Father throwing Flash right over those same ropes on the opposite side. Father going to work on the Flash. HBK has followed them out. We gotta watch out here. Wait! The super kick to the back of the head. Flash avoids it. HBK putting some damage on the Father. This is where we see a possibility of them using this cage. But no, Father gonna go ahead and throw him. Flash rolling himself back in the ring. And Father bouncing Flash off of the corner, but Flash able to stop himself. HBK rolling back in. We've already seen one Spear of Hatred. That's Father's best opportunity to walk away with the win. Oh, wait a minute. HBK, and it lands. Father's back on that bat. Is this it? No, Father is able to break out. Finds it in him. Landing on the bat for the second time. HBK doing his best to put the damage onto Father. And Father getting back up. HBK just had a nasty neck snap. He's able to get back up like no big deal. And a flashback onto Father. But HBK is able to interrupt any possible pin attempt. These 3 are going at it. Flash! What was that? I think the back of HBK's neck just landed on that barbed wire. And a big spine buster. Wait a minute. HBK might be looking to finish this. Is this it? No, Father's up. Father can break this. That might have been it without Father being up. Father, on the other hand, might be looking to put the damage onto HBK, but HBK says, no, I am still in this. Honestly, Flash and Father have taken heavy damage. HBK looking damaged in this as well, but we are seeing the conditioning difference between these 3 men show up right here. HBK, the slimmer of the 3, the more aerobic, I guess we would say, and he's showing it off right here. He must hear me. He must hear me. He wants the crowd to see. Look at it. But he doesn't see the mounting dread landing on him. Flash sees HBK getting pinned. Is he going to be able to break this up? Where's Flash? HBK doesn't need him. Flash is in here, but not needed to break that up. And I think he knew too. There's no way. There's no way. HBK getting up. A 2 count. Flash bench pressed off of Father. And HBK looking at Flash, but Flash actually gets the upper hand. Father, watch it. Flash just throw HBK out the ring like he was yesterday's garbage. And Father, aura farming, walking to Flash in the corner and busting his head open. Father and Flash have had a lot of bad blood recently, and we are seeing that bad blood on the forehead of Flash right now. Father looking to get some head-to-head action with HBK. He missed a Spear of Hatred earlier. He missed another one just seconds ago. If it landed, that could have been it for Father. He could have pinned HBK. I think Flash would have taken his time, still in the middle of recharging. But these two, Flash and Father, now going at it. Why am I aura farming? Yeah, because you threw him in the corner and like slow walked to him. And I'm sure you were Father was talking some talk there. HBK, Flash, throwing Father in between them, just ping-ponging. And Father getting thrown back out. Wow, these two just absolutely ponging Father around, and it looks like he's going to need a little bit to catch his breath. Flash trying to take advantage up against HBK, but this is not what he is looking for. This is not what he's looking. Well, maybe it is. That was a big clothesline, but Father is back up. Father might be able to break this up, and he does. I'm not sure if we would have gotten a 3 count without Father, but we will never know because Father was here to break this up. He says, not in my main event. Flash trying to steal the win from HBK, the main event win he was looking to get last week. And a huge DDT on the mat puts Flash down. Father not looking at HBK, but HBK absolutely paying attention to him. We're about to see a Schnitzel bomb land. The question is, does HBK look at Flash or does he immediately go for the pin? No, he does look at Flash. He understands he's got to do something about Flash right now, but Flash, wait, Flash! Okay, I thought Flash was about to take advantage of HBK's hard work. And it does look like he's trying to, but HBK able to get right back over that top rope, right back into the fight. And Flash trying to put him right back into the pain zone. Father, ooh, a big club on the back of Flash. This bet has not been used on the latter half of this match, and honestly, I think for the safety of all 3 combatants, that's probably best. Father choking out HBK in that cornbuckle right there, but not paying attention to Flash. He is able to go ahead and get a big reversal, throwing Flash over the ropes. But is he going to be able to keep this advantage that he has? And then the Spear of Hatred on the HBK. He's got to start this pin quickly if he's going to win. HBK getting pinned. And that's it. That's it. FatherHatred walking away in the first Hell in a Cell of the 25 season. Able to throw Flash over the top ropes. Just like this was the Blood Bowl. Able to hit HBK with a Spear of Hatred. 1/2 of Blood Meridian running absolutely wild. God, there, I was just wondering where the lights were at. Father, quick on his feet already, all the way down. Guys, what a match. What a beautiful match. Father, a suplex with, I believe, the back of his head landing on that bat. The back of his lower lumbar landing on the next one. He had taken a beating just directly from the bat, but somehow, against his rival Flash, against his new enemy, HBK, frenemy, I guess I would say, from my understanding, they have respect for each other. He is able to come out here on top tonight in Richmond, Virginia.
Who survives the day?
Guys, thank you for coming through, showing some love for me. Wait, Splitgate 2 dropped a Battle Royale. Yo, big man Nuraghi, it is good to see you, my man. Beautiful to see you. Smokey, thank you for dropping the YouTube link. If you're not already following the new BeatDown Entertainment channel, please. Smokey, the fucking man, just went ahead and put that in the bio in the chat for me. Thank you for coming through. Ruination, June 29th, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. All champions, either Ryze or all champions. Laying ruin. Ruinate. Yeah, that's how you say it. What a beautiful Ryze. You know what? Let me get the gamba going. I forgot I had to pay it out. Father, coming out on top. How much did he win? A lot. Like 1,000. Damn, did I do Flash there? Fuck. I can't tell if I picked the wrong one. No, I did Father. I did the right one. Okay, perfect. I just double checked. Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get this raid started. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate it. Beatdown is nothing without you guys. I hope y'all have a wonderful night. I'll have Ryze up tomorrow, probably around 2:30 p.m. I think that's gonna be the new official upload time for videos. But 2:30 p.m. Eastern, I'll have that shit up. I'll see y'all next time. Thank you for coming through. Hearts right your way. Y'all are the fucking coolest. Be safe.
Another story.